All right, guys, so you're going to see in a video coming out, oh, mercy, coming out here in just a little bit, that I removed that fruit right there off of my main. I'm going to end up pulling this main around so that'll fill in that gap right there, hopefully. But I think we found the issue why these two plants keep aborting. I have big plants. Them things are huge, guys. I wish you could see it. Like, camera don't do it justice, but them really big plants, they shouldn't be aborting. Had no issues aborting last year. I pollinate really well. I make sure they're pollinated, like, 5 flowers per. You really only need 1, but I mean, last year I proved that you could pollinate 2 pumpkins with 1 flower. So, I know how to pollinate. It's not a pollination issue as far as me not knowing what I'm doing or something. And it's causing the abortion. I mean, you can see that thing there, it was huge when it was there. And it's just aborted for no reason. And the one behind that did the same thing, just aborted for no reason. So let's go down here and take a look and talk more about it. So, I understand some of you are going to be like, well, you had a phosphorus issue, you had a low boron issue, or low zinc issue. Those are reproductive nutrients for the plants. None of them were so low that it would have caused no pollination. And here's why I say that. Pollinated, no abort. 1965, pollinated, no abort. 1088, pollinated, no abort. However, 2195, pollinated, abort. 1883, pollinated and aborted. Nothing over right now, but you know it did because I showed you. All right, so it aborted. I threw it out here somewhere. In fact, yeah, here it is, right here. So those aborted. You say, okay, so you had aborted fruit on 1883 and 2195 tile, and both of your green squash up there. Again, going back, all of these plants, including the top ones up there, all of them were amended the same rate. Same weight, same rate, okay? Tissue test this one, low zinc, low phosphorus, low boron. So that means all of them down through there were probably low to a certain extent. However, the Tiger King plant is huge. Look how big that Tiger King plant is. Huge. Nothing wrong with it. It's looking great. 1883 plant, which is from the Tiger King, having issues with it. Now, those, as far as the plant could be, the plant size or whatever, could be from the low phosphorus, okay, and the boron and the zinc, and okay, that could be. But the aborting issue, I don't believe so, because you see how big them plants are up there at the top, the green squash plants. The green squash plants are huge. I mean, they're my biggest plants I got. Them 2 green squash plants. They're absolutely the biggest plants I have. And they're aborting fruit. This 2195 is aborting fruit, and so is the 1883. What did I do the same on all of them? Well, I wanted a state record on the green squash. So when I buried vine, I took Clonex and painted the top of every node. You say, what's a node? This is a node right here. See that? That'd be a node. Look at all them roots. coming up through there. Anyways, that's a node right there. That's a node, okay? And whenever you bury the top of the vine, you make a root come off the top. So because up there I wanted to beat the state record and wanted better roots, stronger roots, more roots, like just a root bonanza, I took Clonex and I painted every root node that I buried up there. And then this plant was having issues because of my lack of experience and my wanting to keep it on the ground because the wind was blowing so forceful that it kept blowing this one and definitely blowing the 1883. 1883 got blew over like 4 times and snapped the main vine 3 times, or split it rather. And this one here split as well and stuff. So you know all the issues I've been having with the plants. So in all my wanting to have a healthy big plant, what makes healthy big plants? More roots. So what did I do? All the way down that main, I put Clonex. The secondaries that are buried, this one right here has a few buried on it. Most of them are open, but you'll see there's a few buried. This one here has a few buried on it. All right, because I haven't really got in there and bury them because I'm doing this weird pattern with it, trying to fill in all the voids of not having secondaries. Because anyhow, you know all that. So I buried it, put Clonex on it. 1883, if you'll recall, when I found the chipmunks burying all those vines and stuff, I Clonexed every daggone secondary on the top, on mind you, only on the top. Every one I buried, I Clonexed them all. Now the only thing that's in common with the 1883, the 2195, the 1620, and the 1000.5 brown is that every one of them are aborting fruit, and every one of them have had Clonex on them. Now you couple that with me not saying anything to anybody, just trying to figure out what's going on. I keep asking, hey, why is my fruit aborting? This don't make sense. You know, not telling anybody about the Clonex stuff. Somebody mentions, oh yeah, I used Clonex in 2020. I crapped the bed with them plants because of Clonex. Of what? Clonex. This stuff? Show a picture. Yeah, that stuff. Why, did you use it? Yep. Oh boy. Yeah. And then while I'm talking to him on the phone, well, messaging him on the phone and talking to him, I'm watching a video of this very same issue today. It just posted today. Jeff Tile saying, don't use the Clonex because I used it and I'm aborting pumpkins. And it's like, daggone it. So I don't know what's in Clonex that causes this. It don't make sense. It's made for plants. Like, I mean, it's a rooting hormone, probably more so for the hydroponic stuff, but I mean, it works for you guys. I've got roots like y'all wouldn't believe. All right, I mean, there's roots growing in all that little bit of white you seen right there. That's nothing. If I really get in there and let you see, it's all white. Looks like worms coming up out of the ground. It's all, you know, of course, some of that's because it's been pretty saturated and they're coming up for oxygen, but that's neither here nor there. There's still a bunch of roots in the ground. Use it on my tomato plants. I don't see nothing wrong with them. Paint a little bit on the tomatoes and healed them up, and you guys can see. Yeah, I don't know. Something about a pumpkin and that it don't like, because the 1883, 2195, and both them plants up there on the top are aborting. None of the rest of them aborting. 2350 Ginger, nope. 1088 Bayou, nope. All of them's fine. 1965 Rotobaugh, 1347 Rotobaugh. Well, I don't know about it yet. I didn't use anything on it as far as that goes on the 1347, but I just pollinated one today, so I can't really say that yet. But the first one on the 1965 is fine. So I mean, I don't know. But that one there, it's aborted. This one here, where's it at? I don't think it's gonna grow. It's a day younger than the one I just showed you. That should be coming down. That should already be laying down like this. Yeah, it's not laying down. The one out there is 2 days old, and it looks kind of like it's going to try to do something, but I don't know. There's another one right here that just pollinated today. I don't know if it'll do anything or not. Then the 1883, I just took one of them off that aborted. There's another one on that's a few days old, and then I just pollinated another one today. So we'll see. But if things continue, you're going to get these, 10, 11, 12-day-old fruit looking like they're going to grow, and then they just die. So I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. Like I said, I only used it on the ones that I thought needed it the most, just trying to help those plants out. Of course, I didn't use it on the green ones because they didn't... the green squash didn't need help. They were growing just fine. I was just very enthusiastic about beating Doc and putting that 955 down, that 955 record down, and trying to get a one up him on it, and so I thought, I got something for old Doc, thinking I was going to be funny. Well, the joke's on me. So anyhow, don't use Clonex. All right, guys, don't use it. It's not good stuff. I don't recommend using Clonex on your pumpkins. All right, I don't recommend it. You're going to see mixed review on this. There's going to be people to tell you I've used it for X amount of X, Y, and Z, and no issues. It's just don't use the stuff. Don't use the Clonex. Like I said, you're going to see people that say I've used it for years and it works just fine. But when you have two top-notch growers, both claiming and saying they've had issues using Clonex, and then you have me that may not be the same caliber of grower as those two, which is Doc Rodabaugh and Jeff Tao. I might not be on the same level as those guys, but I am a decent grower for the knowledge that I have and the experience that I have. I'm pretty good at it. And so with that, you take what you will, okay? Three good growers, one good one and two great ones having bad issues with it. Maybe the other guys that use it are good growers and have good luck with it. But when three guys that are good growers have issues with the same product, I would say might want to steer away from it if at all possible. So that's my thing. It's better to, let's put it this way. You're going to see the people who say, use it. I use it and it's never been a problem. Then you're going to see me and them two guys say, hey, it's bad stuff. Don't use it. We used it and not had the best of luck. You have that choice to make, whether you use it or you don't. I'm going to lean on the side of not using it because it's not a necessity and it's not worth losing any fruit or delaying fruit set because I did use it. The benefit does not outweigh the risks. Don't outweigh the reward, so to speak. Okay, and if the risks don't outweigh the reward, then it's not worth it, and I wouldn't use it. Just don't use Clonex. Period. There we go. Good way to say it. See you later.